Greetings, my name is Krenika Drake, and I'm an Educational Technology Specialist with the Department of Instructional Technology. And my tech tip video focuses on the basics of using Microsoft Forms into your lessons. What is Microsoft Forms? How can I get to it? I'm glad you asked. If you visit APS My Backpack, of course, this is our source for all of our tools, and look for Office 365. If you're not able to find the Office 365 icon, please use the search bar to find it. I'm going to go ahead and click on Office 365, and it's going to take me to my Microsoft dashboard. Now, you're very familiar with some of the basic tools of Office. Of course, we have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, as well as your email. But if you scroll down on the left-hand side, you will see Forms. Now, this is very similar to Google Forms, and you can actually embed these forms directly into your Google Classroom or into your Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new quiz because I want my students to have a quiz next Wednesday during their asynchronous learning day. And I'm going to go ahead and use this quiz to combine all of my content into one, so the students aren't hopping around from resource to resource. So I'm going to go ahead and name this quiz Week of October 19th. And I can go ahead and give it a description. And I'm going to go ahead and say that this quiz has reading, math, science, as well as social studies. So all of my content will be loaded into this one quiz. Now, please remember, if you teach any of the arts, whether it's PE, whether it's Spanish or music, you can utilize this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add New. And I have some options. So I can add choice, I can add text. So if I want to do short answer, rating, date, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this drop down for some more question types. I want to go ahead and add a section and divide my quiz based on the content. So I'm going to add a section for reading. So this is where my reading comprehension passages will be. I'm going to go ahead and add another section for math. This is where all of my questions for math will be. So I'm going to go ahead and add a final section, and I can go back and change this at any point. And I'm going to name this section Science. Well, let's just go ahead and add our fourth section, and that will be Social Studies. So now I have the outline of my quiz. I'm going to go back up here to reading. Now, this is kind of a plug, kind of an app smash for us today. If you have not visited Read Theory in the last few months, please look at it. Please be sure to check it out. Read Theory has changed a little bit. We know Read Theory based on our online resources, but Read Theory now has worksheets that can be printed as well as copied into your forms. So I have a worksheet here on a problem at the fire station. I'm going to go ahead and copy this passage because this is a passage that I want the students to read. And I'm going to come over here to my form, and under reading description, I'm going to go ahead and paste the passage in that form. Of course, if you want, you can add a picture here, or you can just have the passage here. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the instructions. Read the following passage and answer the questions below. So there's my passage. So let's go ahead and give it a question. So my first question is going to be, how many firefighters work at Knapford Station? So I'm going to copy this into a new question. So I'm going to give it a choice because this is not the first one that I want to have them do some writing on yet. So I'm going to say 6 as an option, 7 as an option. I'm going to add another one, 8. And I'm going to add this last one, which is the passage does not give this information. And of course, we know the correct answer is 8. So I'm going to put a check mark next to it. Come down here. I'm going to have this to be 10 points. I can go to add new and add some additional questions. But let's go ahead and jump to our math section. I'm going to add a new. Please remember, add new is how you add your new questions. I'm going to add choice. Now, with math, and this is one of the pieces that I really like regarding using Microsoft Forms. There are 3 dots down here, bottom right-hand corner. I can click on math. Now, guess what? I get all of these wonderful math symbols. So I don't have to copy and paste them. I can use the symbols that are already there. So I'm going to go ahead and say my question is 32 times 68. I'm going to click OK. Guess what? It gives me some options as well as the answers. So I'm going to click Add All. There's my first question. I'm going to put complete the following equation. So there's my instructions. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click on Add New. Guess what? Microsoft has given me some additional questions that I didn't have to find. I'm going to go ahead and click Add All. And guess what? There are my 5 questions. They're already done. There are the answers that are next to it. So this part of my quiz is complete. Now, final thing I want to share with you all. Of course, when you're ready to share with your students, just click on the share button. Copy this. You can copy it into Google Classroom. You can copy it into Microsoft Teams, wherever you want to copy it. But I want you to preview it. Guess what? Microsoft Forms has Immersive Reader embedded directly into it. So my students can click on this Immersive Reader button and it's going to read the passage to them. It's going to read all of this to them. So I'm going to come down here to reading, to this section, and look.
Reading. Read the following passage and answer the questions below. A problem at the fire station.
So your students that need that additional support with reading comprehension and understanding, they got it right here embedded directly into the form. I hope that you gained something from today's session. Please reach out to your ETS if you need additional assistance with utilizing Microsoft Forms. Have a great week. Thank you.